What's up, everybody? This is Pete from the basement, officially welcoming you to Season 2, Episode 1. Right off the bat, Happy New Year, guys. Looking forward to everything coming. Comic-Con's coming real quick to the Javits Center over in February. I want to thank everybody for all of the cool birthday comments you left on the MySpace page. Thank you very much. My birthday was officially Friday, January 2nd. And we had a lot of fun, went out, had a lot of drinks and everything, and that kind of explains why the rest of the boys aren't here today. I was pretty hungover on Saturday, and a lot of people had stuff to do on Sunday, so we're down to a segment episode to start the year off. And also, right off the top, I want to thank CollectorsCornerMD.com for featuring us on their review site. We're over on the right-hand side under reviews, second one down, right on their homepage. You can see them at CollectorsCornerMD.com, and we'll be over there on the right-hand side. Also, you may have noticed on our MySpace page, there's a really cool Thundercats trailer. It's fan-made, and honestly, I don't usually feature fan-made trailers, but this one happens to be really, really well done. It features all kinds of different actors from different movies. You got Brad Pitt from Troy, Vin Diesel from that Pitch Black, and the Chronicles of Riddick. All digitally made over to look like the Thundercats. It's really, really well done. I'd like to know what artistic program they used to do that. I think it was Final Cut, but either way, check that out on the MySpace page. Also, I want to thank Ocean for writing to us and asking us about the Milestones DC Comics merge. That should be finally happening this year. For those of you that don't know, Milestones is a company started by African Americans to feature more superheroes of color. One of their founders, Dwayne McDuffie, was quoted as saying they had a lot of legal stuff to deal with DC. They were published through DC back in the mid-90s. They were the company that brought you Static Shock. Remember that cool cartoon that was on for a while? But they had a lot of legal bullshit to get through with who owns what and what's going to happen. You know, God forbid if anything tanks, and basically it was a lot of creator ownership things to deal with legally. But Dan Didio said at Comic-Con that it is finally going to happen. Hopefully it happens this year, and we're going to see all of those characters integrated into the DC universe proper. Like I said, maybe sometime in 2009. I couldn't find a date for the exact merger, but there are two websites that will feature on the MySpace page if you guys want to take a look at it. It's where I got all my information from. So that having been said, without further ado, let's get to what came out over the past 2 weeks in comics. Right off the bat was Justice Society 22, which is the conclusion of the One Nation Under God saga. Now, I wasn't really reading this to begin with, but I picked up like the last 2 or 3 issues, and I basically got the whole gist of it, so I don't really see a reason to go out and buy all 7 parts of this when you could just get this one and the Kingdom Come special that came out, and you get the whole idea. But basically, the Superman from Alex Ross, the Superman from the Alex Ross universe from Kingdom Come goes back to where he came from, and you get to see a lot of really great pencils and paintings by Alex Ross towards the end of the book, which I was real satisfied with. I don't know. As for the whole story, could I really recommend getting a trade? Probably not. Pick up the last 2 issues and you got the whole story right there. All the rest of the bullshit is nonsensical and unnecessary, at least in my opinion. Speaking of things that ain't unnecessary, Green Lantern 36, Rage of the Red Lanterns Part 2 came out this week, and this shit was off the hook. I keep telling everybody that I meet on the street, or people that write to me and ask me what should I get, this and that, if you're not reading Green Lantern, you're kidding yourself. Honestly. It's definitely DC's flagship book at this point. It's one of the best things out there, and you finally get to see what the Blue Lanterns are really made of, and they really do. They show a lot of power, and no spoilers going here, but these guys want a leader, basically, and they got a particular Green Lantern in mind, so I do suggest you pick up Green Lantern 36 and you check that shit out. Last week, Immortal Iron Fist 21 came out. Skip it. This was a useless book. It was one of those Iron Fist from the past kind of storylines. It's a one issue deal, and you don't need it. It doesn't further the story in the slightest. It's a cockamamie story about the Iron Fist from 3099 or some dumb shit. Yeah, not worth it at all. Wish I kind of would have tossed through that one at the comic shop before I wasted my $3. Speaking of wasting money, New Avengers 48 came out. The only thing good about this issue is the cover. Everything else, you want the gist of this book, it's Luke Cage and his wife Jessica Jones running around. The squirrel stole my baby, the squirrel stole my baby. Let's get all the heroes together at Captain America's house, have a big party, some pizza, and let's go find the baby. Can't find the baby nowhere. Luke Cage goes to Norman Osborn, help me find my baby. Done deal. You read the book. Don't waste your money. It's a cool cover, and you can probably find it on comicartgallery.com comicartcommunity.com/gallery. Download it, put it up as a wallpaper. It's the only thing it's used for. Wolverine 70. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. This is, bar none, the book of the week. And I can't tell you nothing about this except, holy shit, go and read this. This is the penultimate chapter of the Old Man Logan storyline that's going on right now. And I'm going to let Steve tell you all about this one later on in the show. This was the shit this week. Get it. Keep telling you about this one, guys. Stephen King's The Stand, Book 1, Captain Trips #4 came out this week. And basically, this massive government-induced plague, they have nicknamed Captain Trips because it just traveled worldwide within, well, let's say 4 issues, probably about 2 weeks worth of, our time. And it's really, if you've read Stephen King's original 1,000+ page book, it's really lending itself well to how the first few chapters went. I don't know how many chapters they're going to pull off to get this book done. Maybe at least 5, probably closer to 10. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really enjoying this. And honestly, guys, it's up to issue 4. I can't see the trade not coming out within another month or so, 2 months, rather, 2-3 months after issue 5 comes out. Get it. Get it, get it. I think you'll definitely enjoy it. The boss, Randall Flagg, I'm talking like it's a video game. The main villain, Randall Flagg, is finally shown towards the end of the book right here, and thanks to some really sick-ass artwork, he looks like a crazy fuck. So, really looking forward to the conclusion of that storyline. War Machine #1 came out this week. I just picked up #1 to read and review for you guys, and didn't really impress me too much. I mean, the artwork's pretty decent. They do explain why James Rhodes is running around like RoboCop all of a sudden. Once again, towards the end, everything runs back to Norman Osborn being in control of everything. It kind of just strikes me as a poor man's Iron Man, being run by, like he's like what Iron Man would be if he was a hitman kind of thing. Like, there's some shit going on, and they call up War Machine, and he's up in his satellite like some fucking JLA wannabe, and like, okay, go get him, and War Machine goes and gets him. I don't think I'll be picking this up. Can't really recommend it to you. Speaking of, I'm on the fence on this one. Venom Origin #5 came out, and I've been telling you about this, guys, from the start, and issues 1 through 3 were really good. They told you a lot about Eddie Brock and, his childhood and growing up and everything, probably shit you didn't know. Sorry, guys, I just had dinner. And as I kind of expected it to do, issue 4 and 5 just trailed off into the regular Spider-Man mythos, and if you were familiar with Todd McFarlane's run early on Spider-Man in issues 298 to 300 and up from there, the original Venom storyline, you know how this book concludes. So, overall, did I enjoy it? Yeah, I did like the first 3 issues, so out of 5, I guess that's the majority. Can I really recommend it to you? I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence on this. If you're a completist and Venom happens to be your favorite character, you're probably going to enjoy this. If not, I would say skip it. I don't really think it's overly necessary. The artwork's really cool, but I don't know. Just couldn't, you saw the ending coming, you knew how it was going to end. If you get a chance, maybe pick up the first 3 issues. Couldn't tell you, but overall, just kind of skip it. Something that was good this week was Avengers Initiative #20. Initiative is still by far the best Avengers book, and this was a great all-around conclusion to the Secret Invasion storyline. It cleared up what basically everybody's doing after Secret Invasion. There's a select group going after Hardball and Hydra. There's Hank